He was the most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind wasn't thinking so. When I find out what, and there was Kit Kat, my sister. Always knew you all were. I always knew we were. I always knew we were a fairly of family. First, there's me, too tall, too skinny, too orange. My mom was lovely, but not like other moms. There was so little about her, something rectangular, busy, and sentimental. Her best icon was the king. Dad, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching universities on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in at table tennis. Then there was Mom's brother, Uncle Desmond, always speaking tearfully spent the day just, well, being Uncle Desmond. He was the most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was on thing, so we never found out what. And then finally, there was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. I always knew you were finally a family. First, there's me, too tall, too skinny, too orange. My mom was lovely, but not like other moms. There was something solid about her, something rectangular, busy, and sentimental. Fashion icon was a king. That, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. Mom's brother, Uncle Desmond, dressy, spent the days just, well, being Uncle Desmond. Charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind wasn't a thing, so we never found out what. Kit Kat, my sister. I always knew you were a failure of family. First, there's me, too tall, too skinny, too orange. Was lovely, but not like other moms. There was something solid about her, something rectangular, busy, and sentimental. Her fashion icon was the queen. Dad, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching universities on his first day, and eternally available less, or to let me win at table tennis. And then was Mom's brother, Uncle Desmond, always impeccably dressed. He spent the days just, well, being Uncle Desmond. He was the most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was the thing, so we never found out what. And then finally, there was my Kit Kat, my sister. And least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was on a thing, so we never find out what. And then finally. His mind was on another thing, so we never find out what. And then finally, there was Catherine. Charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His most so we never find out what. And then finally, there was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. Was most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. So we never come what. Kit Kat. And least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was on things, so we never found out what. And then finally, there was Casey. Ever met. So we find out what. And then finally, there was Casey, Kit Kat, my sister. He was most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was on things, so we never find out what. Kit Kat, my sister. Least clever man you could ever meet. He was on the thing. His mind was on the things, so we'll never find out what. There was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. Being the least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was one of the things, so we'll never find out what. And then finally, there was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. And the least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was on the things, so his mind was on other things, so his mind was on another thing, so least clever man. 졸려. 먹어야 돼, 빨리 먹어야 돼. find out what. And then finally, there was Catherine, this Kit Kat, my sister. His mind was on things, so we never find out what. We never find out what. And then most finally, there was Casey, Kit Kat, my sister. And the least clever man you can ever meet. He was most wanted. It's mine also. Charming and least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was on other things, so we never find out what. Kit Kat. Most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was things so we never find out what. And then finally, there was a Catherine, Casey, Kit Kat, my sister. The most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was on other things, so we never found out what. And then finally, there was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. His mind was on other things. So and then finally there's Catherine, Casey, Kit Kat, my sister. And least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was things so we never found out what. And then finally there was Kit Kat, Catherine, Casey, Kit Kat. And least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was having things so we never found out. He's the most charming and least clever man you can ever meet. Things so we never found out what. We Cat. Charming and least clever man you can ever meet. In my own things so we never found out what. And then finally there was Catherine, Casey, Kit Kat. And least clever man you can ever meet. It's my honest thing, so we never found out what. He's the most charming and least clever man you can ever meet. He's his mind on things, so we never found out what. And then once finally, there was Catherine, Kit Kat, my sister. could ever meet. His mind was on a thing, so we never found out what it was finally. There was Cassie, Kit Kat, massive. He was most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. Think so. We never found out what. Think so. We never found out what. There was Casey, Kit Kat, my sister. Most charming and least clever man you can ever meet. If I don't think so. There was Cassie, Kit Kat, charming and least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was on other things, so I never found out what. And finally, there was Cassie, Kit Kat, my sister. He was most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. Think so. Never. There was Catherine, okay, Kit Kat, my sister, and least clever man you could ever meet. Think so. We never found out what. Definitely, there was Catherine, Kit Kat. He was most charming and least clever man you could ever meet. Think so. We never found out what. There was Catherine. And the least clever man you could ever meet. His mind was thing, so we never found out what. Then there was Catherine. So we never found out what. Catherine. What? Good. We never found out what. Okay. The least clever man you could ever meet. That's what I think. So we never found out what. The Kissy, Kit Kat, my daughter, my sister. The man you could ever meet. His mind was on a thing, so we never found out what it was. Kit Kat. The least clever man you can ever meet. His mind was on other things, so we never found out what. Charming and least clever man you could ever meet. I don't think so. He was the most charming and least clever man you could ever meet.